No, Pete, honestly, it's really good to hear from you, mate. I know we've had our oh, hang on, just give us a second. So I'm just on the phone to Pete from the YouTube channel Peter and Pete. He seems a little bit down. I'll be with you in a minute. Peter, you seem a little bit down, mate.
Listen, actually, now I have to ask you because this is the reason why I've actually contacted.
All right, pal, let me stop you right there. I know what your problem is. You look at my videos, and in the background, you see that I've got a pretty big instrument. And then you look at Peter's instrument, and you see his instrument is bigger than yours, and your instrument is really tiny, and it makes you feel a little bit insignificant. Just let me fill everybody in with what's going on. So, Peter and Pete, they run a YouTube channel, which is a conspiracy theory channel, but every week they whap out their instruments for everyone to see. But unfortunately, Pete's instrument is tiny. Take a look at this. You see, Pete was the one on the right. He's got a really, really small instrument. Oh. So, Pete, what are you thinking of doing about this?
Now, I firmly consider an enhancement.
Well, yeah, there are procedures out there that will help you. But you know, there's something you can do at home to increase the size of your instrument all by yourself.
And can I just ask what that is?
Absolutely, mate. In your case, you just want to pump it. You want to pump it really hard. You want to pump it and pump it and pump it as hard and as fast as you can. And that'll get your instrument growing, mate.
Does it actually change or modify the
Oh, mate, it will grow. It will get bigger. It will get firmer. Yeah, absolutely.
right?
But honestly, Pete, these procedures aren't the way to go. You're a really nice guy. You're a funny guy, right? Your success with the ladies has got nothing to do with the size of your instrument. Okay, so think positive. I want you to tell me now the best and most interesting things about you. Go on, you can do it.
I'm just an individual person.
No, Pete, you're not listening to me. You've got to be more confident. You've got to sell yourself. All right, tell me the best things about you.
I am a let's say a free thinker with an alternative mind.
Oh God, let's just say you're the only one who's going to be playing your instrument.
And one of the things that I've come to, I mean, you may disagree with me on this one, but my own understanding of electrolysis, because I've done a bit of electrolysis. Oh, okay, thanks, bye.
Right, so in this video, number one, make fun of Peter and Pete. Done. Number two, make fun of what Peter and Pete think is real science. Well, that's going to come up in a second. You see, Peter and Pete have released a video in which they use an experiment to prove beyond any doubt that we do not breathe out carbon dioxide. It's amazing. So we're going to have a look at their scientific skills and we're going to have a good old laugh and a chuckle at that. Then number three, we have whittled down our competition entries from last week for what we called people who don't believe that water is made of hydrogen and oxygen. And I think it's only fair that if I've whittled it down to the top five, that you get the chance to select the winner. And there's some absolute belters in there. Now, let's have a look at Peter and Pete and their science. So, to prove to us that we don't breathe out carbon dioxide, Peter and Pete pull up this video. Now, in this video, this man is blown into water, and the carbon dioxide is dissolving in the water to form carbonic acid, and the pH of the water drops. That's the demonstration he's showing. Let's keep watching. Alright, so in order to save you time from watching what is an extraordinarily boring video, I'm going to speed you through this as fast as I can. The first thing Peter and Pete do is measure the pH of the deionized water. Here are the results. Okay, so being the amazing scientists that Peter and Pete are, they guess the pH. They don't bring a digital pH probe. They guess that it's somewhere between 6 and 7, so it must be 6.5. That guess is going to be very, very important later on. Now they blow into the water and they measure the pH afterwards. Let's see the results. So, after blowing into the deionized water, they yet again just guess what the pH is. No digital pH probes, just guesswork, because why not? Now, I've cut this bit out of the video, but while they were blowing into it, they made a point that the water was getting warmer. And they measured the temperature, and it was about 17.3 degrees. So they take another batch of that deionized water, and they heat it in a water bath to 17.3 degrees, but they don't blow into it. They then test the pH of that water. Let's have a look at the results. So, after they guess again at the pH of the water after it had just been heated, they then make this staggering claim. You see, Peter and Pete are claiming that they've proved that we don't breathe out carbon dioxide. And you can do that when you're a complete brain fart like these guys. You see, they haven't done any experiments in collecting the gases that we breathe out and analysing them. They've just looked at the pH drop of deionized water and said, well, we breathed into one, we didn't breathe into the other, therefore the temperature change was responsible for the pH difference. Now, what Peter and Pete need to know is they shouldn't have used deionized water, because deionized water, not containing any ions at all, has a very low, if negligible, buffering capability. Now, I know Peter and Pete, you know what buffering capability means. Yeah, I know they don't, I'm just being polite. Now, what it essentially means is the deionized water will take in the carbon dioxide from the air very, very quickly and very, very easily and show a small drop in pH. Okay? It will become more acidic. You didn't need to blow into the deionized water. The second thing you need to take into account is you just guessed at all the pHs.
Oh, excuse me.
The thing is, Peter and Pete, you put this nonsense out there that even you don't believe in. But your followers, the people who comment on your videos, they swallow this like some sugar-coated shit sandwich. And you're proud of yourselves. Anyway, competition time. Check this out. Right, now if you're under 16 years old, you need to stop watching now. We ran a competition in the last video to name or give a name to people that don't believe water is made of hydrogen and oxygen. Just like people who believe in flat earth thinks, you know, I'm a globe head or whatever, we call them flatards. Anyway, the entries were amazing. Now here's some that I can't put through to the final just because of the bad language in them, but God, they made me laugh, all right? So the three that couldn't make the final, we had from Richie H, we had Spunk Trumpets, so thank you Richie H for that. Fighting Talk, just call them straight up fucktards, which I thought was fantastic. My favourite of all those three comes from Jake C. Jake C, if you're out there, right, he used the term hoof wanking bungle cunts. Sorry, hoof wanking bungle cunts. It's amazing. I couldn't put those through. I couldn't put those through to the final. Here are our top finalists. Right.
Offensive coordinator Tom.
Okay, so here's how this works. I read out the entry. You note the number. You put the favourite number in the comment section. Whoever gets the most votes wins. Here comes number one. Right, so number one is from Bill Smith, and that is hydrotards. I think that's self-explanatory. Number two, Red Jove 2000 says twatters. I quite like that because it's waters with a T in the front and it's got the word twat in it. Oasis says elementals. Clever. Elemental. Kaiser Schnitzel says aquanuts. Richard says moisturbators. And I like that because it sounds a bit like masturbators. Paul Hill says aquatards. And Sue Lynch says wartards. And I like that because it's got water in it and then tards at the end. Put your favourite number in the comment section. Thank you very much for sticking it out to the end. See you next time.
You spastic baldy-headed cunt.